key number 2. This was super important in loan signings, but it's even more important when you're handling trust assignments. And that is that screening appointment that you verify the details before the appointment happens. Because this is your opportunity to be the hero to say, wait, I'm not hearing this, or I'm hearing on your ID, it says this. Let's see what's going on with the documents. There are so many opportunities for us to ensure a successful outcome at the appointment before we've even shown up. And it happens in your outreach to them to confirm the appointment. It happens during your conversation with them, and that's warming it up. And then when it continues, when you meet with them, Jim, I don't know who he is, but how about Bill?
Did you just call me Jim?
I was looking at Bill and I said, Jim. I don't know what happened.
I get it all the time, Jim or Bill. Well, I think there's 2 critical things that jump out to me, and then I'll let Jen chime in as well. But the first for me is, of course, verifying that they're going to have a valid identification and that the name on that identification matches the documents. That's a huge fix. And then the second thing, especially in estate planning documents, I've noticed is having a plan for required witnesses. A lot of these documents will require it. Some of them don't, but you want to have that conversation up front so there's a plan. So are they providing the witnesses, or are you going to be providing those witnesses? Jen, what else would you add to that?
Well, just like with a loan closing, there may be a balance due from the attorney. And I think that's one of the things that if you are made aware of that from the hiring party, that is also something that you want to verify before you show up to the appointment, that they're aware that they have a balance due. Now, this doesn't happen often. You know, a trust signing is not like a loan signing where they get a detailed description of every single fee involved, right? They don't get a closing disclosure when they're signing a trust document. But it is still important to make sure that they're aware, if they owe a check to that attorney, that they're aware of that before you get there. And then I think the other thing that is important too, as far as details before an appointment, is the location. You know, where is this going to take place, and letting them know if it's in their home that you will need seats not only for you and for the people or person signing, but for the witnesses as well, so that they're made aware to like maybe clear off the dining room table. We've all been in those homes, right, that just have stuff stacked all over the dining room table and there's nowhere to sit. So confirming that before the appointment will be a huge time saver for you.
Absolutely. That does come up if you're not providing an office space and you are actually going to their home. And many of the times that is what I'm doing. The one last thing I want to add to all of this is that I ask them, have you had your call with the attorney to go over your documents? That's something they do before you come out to notarize. So there's usually some kind of summary document that says, here's the agents, here's my children, here's my beneficiaries. And it's like 2 or 3 pages that says, here's the customized information they worked with. Have they had an opportunity to do that before I meet with them? I'm going to tell you that 99% of the time, my attorney has already met with them. It's very rare that I'm being seen first before that's all been confirmed.
Laura, I'm so glad that you brought that up, because I think that's one of the main reasons that I now love living trust presentations more than loan signings, because the attorneys do go through all the details. It's almost like if you were going to compare with loan signings, the closing agent walking through and going through the settlement statement and the closing disclosure line by line and just answering every question imaginable. Imagine if that happened. That's what this is like in estate planning. All the questions are answered. In fact, you walk in and there's just peace of mind. They're ready to sign. I mean, they're raring to go. They've been waiting to do this for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and their attorney has made them so comfortable. So you get the fun part. So I'm so glad you brought that up.